he hasn't fired people, but he has gotten the equivalent is not getting certain people through. Matt Gaetz, whatever, through Congress. Like, it's the one place where he...
God, can you believe Matt Gaetz didn't get through? Now it seems like, of course he would.
Yeah.
It's insane. I guess they personally hated him.
They did. I think Congress personally hated Matt Gaetz, and that's why.
I forgot about Matt Gaetz. Sometimes there are characters that just pop up again, and you forgot about them and how icky
the
they
original
are.
Attorney General nominee.
Yeah.
Insane. I don't know that Gaetz would have rolled over exactly as easily as Pam Bondi rolls over. Like, Pam Bondi understands she's literally there to be his lapdog. Gaetz, on occasion, has shown an independent streak when he's not hopping out of a car at midnight to tell President Trump what various files are out on him.
This feels like a very special episode.
This is Have I Got News for Your Ears, the cinematic offshoot of the Have I Got News for You cinematic universe. I'm Michael Ian Black, joined, as always, by Have I Got News for You producer Jodi Lennon. And remind me?
Jim Biederman.
Jimmy
Beads. And this week, I'm excited because we got Jill Twiss, who is a writer on Have I Got News for You. Thank you for gracing us with your presence.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to see what goes on here.
We sit at a table and we chit-chat and make fun of Jim.
Okay, so it's what goes on at
in
the
writer's
office
room?
as well.
Yep. Jill, what is your background?
I am a comedy writer.
Are you a stand-up as well?
I was a stand-up until I realized that I was scared all the time, and I was like, if I'm not happier when people clap, maybe I'm secretly a writer, because I wanted to vomit like 24/7, except for the 5 minutes that I was on stage.
So you never graduated past the I'm on stage for 5 minutes period.
I got to the I'm on stage for 20 minutes.
Well.
Oh, not to brag. But yes, no, my family is from Custer, South Dakota, and my dad worked for the Forest Service.
Doing what?
He was first a smoke jumper.
You buried the lead.
Wow. Very, very
I'm sorry.
cool.
Hi, my name is Jill. My dad is a smoke jumper. He was a smoke jumper. He's definitely not. He's 79.
Mm-hmm.
And so he would jump, for people that don't know, he would jump out of airplanes into forest fires to fight them. And then he was a forest ranger. And I do comedy where he doesn't understand.
I think it's similar. You're jumping into fires.
That's what stand-up is.
Yeah.
That is what stand-up is.
Michael, did you ever want to be a firefighter?
No, I never had any interest in helping people.
What about animals?
No.
Okay.
What about you, Jodi? Were you ever like, I'm going to be a veterinarian? I'm going to be a shark scientist.
I was classically, I want to be in entertainment no matter what happens. I wore wigs and had fake characters as a child.
And you came so close to entertaining people. You came so close.
Oh, I stepped into it. I hate when I step into it.
This is her I stepped into it character, which she's done for, there it is.
Oh, I stepped into it again.
I like this character.
Thank you. Doesn't Jim look like Warhol today?
I hope so. He's my hero.
Andy Warhol?
Andy Warhol.
How is your health, Jim? We're all
my health's fine. You know, I had that.
I know you were wearing a corset for a while.
Of course, they don't call it that, but I'm fine.
Okay.
The doctor said I'm fine.
Okay. You can take it.
Shall we talk about the news?
Yeah, let's talk about the news. President Trump, he's on a whirlwind tour.
He's doing his K-pop tour.
Tonight I'm in Tokyo, tomorrow China.
Mm-hmm.
But he went to Malaysia.
All right.
He went to Tokyo, and they're all trade deals and stopping wars.
Mm-hmm. That's what a president does. That's what a normal president does. You go overseas, you talk about trade deals, you try to fix some stuff that's going on overseas.
Right.
You dress in funny costumes. Maybe you throw up on the Japanese prime minister's lap.
Remember that?
I do. Remember that, Jill?
That was such a scandal.
Was it a scandal exactly, or was it more?
No president had ever thrown up.
in the lap of a Japanese prime minister before.
No.
Well, I guess that qualifies as a scandal.
Yeah, I think it was a scandal then.
Definitely a
I
scandal.
think now it would be a moment.
Yeah.
That was George H.W.?
H.W. Bush. So here he is. His favorite position is on the airplane, on Air Force One, is the opening the door between cabins to talk to the press, which I love because it does kind of feel like the stewardess in first class opening the curtain to say, you can't come back and use this bathroom.
No hot cookie for you.
Right. Here he is.
I wouldn't know. I've never flown coach, but I hear.
Yeah, Michael.
We have Japan, and then we have South Korea, but we have China coming, and it's going to be very interesting. I have a lot of respect for President Xi, and we are going to, I think we're going to come away with a deal, but I really feel good. Our country is doing so well economically. It's doing so incredibly well.
Trivia question. Is the country doing economically so well?
Jill, do you want to handle this?
Yeah, I think I would ask the people who just got their food stamps cut off.
Right.
So yes, I think it's doing great.
It's
Right,
doing
they
great.
no longer need assistance, food assistance. That's why they're getting cut off, right?
Right,
Because
exactly, yeah.
people aren't hungry anymore.
Yeah. No, of course, the shutdown isn't helping anything. But he's talking about the last GDP.
There was a 3%
Correct,
growth in
correct.
September, I think it was, or something, or maybe it was in
Who
the third
cares?
quarter, something.
whatever quarter.
Which is good growth. That
Yeah.
is absolutely good growth.
Correct. But they were but then inflation has gone up.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of things are competing against that. But he just will not. He has this amazing, and his followers buy it. This, I'm just going to project this positive bullshit.
Right.
Like, it's just great. Everything's great. I'm going to lie, basically.
I mean, but yeah, it's not positive. It's a lie.
That's right.
Right, it's not optimism. It's not glass is half
Correct,
full.
correct.
It's like the glass
Correct.
is so full and
Yeah.
there's no glass.
Yeah. The water keeps pouring over.
Can I make a comment?
What
I
was your-
like how he does the unbuttoned collar, no tie.
I was going to mention that. To me, that's where he looks most like, to me, himself.
Yes.
Like, this is a guy who belongs at the bar of a country club, shooting the shit, doesn't know what he's talking about, drunk on Bloody Marys. Like, that's who he should be.
Yeah. He's freed the.
Yeah,
The
this feels
wussy-
like a
the wo-
reaction to neck vagina.
Yeah, I think you might
he's
be right.
freed it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But we've seen him before the neck vagina thing happened with the open collar and no
Well, because we're
tie.
all so close with him.
Exactly.
We've seen him that way a lot.
We see him that way.
At the club.
Yeah, at the club.
But by the way, like, when you get folds in your neck,
Yeah.
that never troubles me. I don't think that looks weird. Like, he's 79. Of course he's going
Yeah,
to have
people
that.
get those.
But I guess the only reason why we talk about it in those terms is because we know it would bother him so much. Like,
Yes, it's
like-
his vanity.
Yeah, that's
It's
what-
the
that's
fact
really
that
what it's
if there was
about.
like a bad Time magazine cover, we'd go, "Oh, that was a bad Time magazine cover." But the fact that it upsets him so deeply
yes.
that you're gonna,
Then you're gonna
notice.
You're gonna pour salt.
But
in that wound.
all he ever talks about is people's looks, women's looks, men's looks. I mean, it's very surface with him. The attacks are very surface. So conversely,
But you and I talk about women's looks on our podcast.
what's
it called?
It's
The Hot
called
Girls Podcast.
The Hot Girls.
Hot Girls.
Hot Girls.
With a Z.
Yeah. We also talk about sports on it too.
That's why it's not on my radar.
From my understanding of the economy, because I don't feel like we
sorry.
quite put a button on that. The economy, I think, my feeling about it is that it's okay, but very, very, very
Tenuous.
What's the word? Tenuous.
Tenuous.
Right, and a lot of what's propping up the economy right now is this AI boom and
Yeah.
this crypto boom.
Yeah.
All of which it's a house built on sand. Like, it's gonna collapse, and the question is, I guess, when?
It's a bubble. Certainly, the AI investment is. Everyone agrees it's a bubble. It's just a matter of will it pop or will it slowly deflate or what will happen. But I think there is very much of a sugar high going on in the economy, and I will say that this is like him replacing what's his name at the Fed at the end of the year, Jerome.
I call him Jerry.
He's an old school. No, you don't. You got to keep this.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to put someone in, and he's going to put someone in who's going to be like, yeah, just slash the rates.
Right.
Go down, and that's going to be terrible. But it'll have this momentary sugar high, which is what he just wants. The sugar high. Just keep making the sugar highs, and I'll deal with the bullshit later.
Well, he doesn't. But
He also doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
that I think is probably more apt.
But yes, you're right. It's a tenuous economy. Consumer.
Like, gold is at an all-time high right
Yeah,
now, right?
Yes.
I
And,
believe it
and
is.
that doesn't happen unless people are freaking out.
Correct.
Do you own gold?
I do.
You do?
No.
Oh, I have asked you this before, but I was like, maybe you've owned gold. Like, I asked you once if you own gold.
I think, and I probably was so thrown by the question because it seems like such an odd thing
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
people to own. But I guess people do. They have gold. People
Yeah.
have gold bars
Yeah,
and it
yeah.
saves.
Yeah. It's a scam.
Do you have gold? Gam? Do you have gams?
I have gams and a 6-pack.
And a 6-pack. Where do you get gold?
You can buy it. You can just
and
buy
it's
it
an
from
exchange.
gold dealers.
Yeah.
Where do you find gold dealers?
Online.
Talk to me after this.
Sure.
Online. No, they're
No, it would be so heavy to mail.
you can. Oh, I see what you're saying. How do they get it to you?
Yeah, in a Brinks truck.
Okay.
And
You would have to buy a lot of gold.
Scrooge McDuck comes out of
Right.
the truck with sacks of gold that have the dollar sign on them.
Right.
And he walks up to you and he hands you a thing of gold.
Shall we offer a trigger warning for our next clip?
I don't think that's triggering.
Oh, really?
All right, here we go. He landed in Malaysia. There's Air Force One behind him. It's a big ceremony, which we know he loves.
He loves a ceremony.
They got soldiers with guns and a red carpet, and they have a marching band.
And costumes.
Other than planes flying overhead, I don't know more what you want. And you know what? He's feeling good.
All right, I gave him the show. I sprinkled a little stardust on him. Time to move on.
For those of you just listening, he did his
Dick
His
dance.
dance.
his double jerk off dance.
But it's from an angle that we don't usually see.
Yeah.
It's like a
It's like a POV.
three-quarter-
If your penis was being jerked off, it would be like that.
No,
No.
I don't think so.
I think it's maids of milking.
Oh, maids of milking, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's right.
I think the assumption
it
of
is
two
amazing.
penises is unfair. I think it's
I think
extremely
you're
maids of
absolutely
milking.
right, Joe. You're absolutely correct. It is maids of milking.
But he looks like he's swimming a little bit.
Well, he's
and
starting-
thrusting.
It's because he's become a parody of it. Because he thinks he's playing the hits,
Yeah.
and that people love this. So he's doing the signature move. So, but it's become a parody. So now he's almost crossed into Julie Louis-Dreyfus and Seinfeld territory.
Yes.
Okay, so
Lance.
I'm being very kind to Trump
Yeah.
today,
Yeah, why?
and it might just be because I'm in Feinfettel. I don't know, but presidents routinely make fools of themselves when they get off a plane in a foreign land and they have to wear the dashiki or whatever it is, and they have to rub the orb, and so like none of this.
By the way, you've mentioned one other president who wore and then the guy who rubbed the orb was
Right.
this guy.
Right. Oh,
so
yeah,
that
yeah,
he's done twice.
Okay, all right.
But
Or the
Theresa
throat-
May. Theresa May goes and does a dance
Sure,
in
that happens
some
all the
village in
time.
Africa. She looks ridiculous.
Or Trudeau holds Katy Perry's hand.
Do you remember when Biden went
they
to
all
South
dance?
America and he break danced for like half an hour?
Who did, Biden?
Biden. I was like, who knew the dude could
Yeah.
break dance?
Brought his own cardboard.
It was incredible.
Yeah.
So this doesn't trouble me at all.
All right. I think it's embarrassing.
Of course, it's
I
embarrassing.
think it's exactly what he should be doing.
Nothing else.
You're right.
Yeah,
Yes, you're
100%.
right.
You're
I
right.
would say 8 hours a day of dancing. 8 hours a day of Hawaii 5-0, 0 hours a day of
Governing.
Governing.
Yes, it's occupational therapy for him.
Figurehead is exactly what we need. I know that like we don't want a king, but like in the way that Britain has a king, we sort of want a king, like a figurehead who sort of
problem,
dances,
though,
and
is-
then we have real people govern. Would
Right.
be
But the
fine.
problem is that the real people governing are Russ Vogt and Stephen Miller.
Yes, correct. Yeah, I don't stand behind what I just said. I heard it come out of my mouth too, and I was like, no, Jill.
I think what you're saying
Jill,
in a
stop talking.
platonic ideal with Trump as president,
Yeah.
where you actually had competent people and kind people and empathetic people
Right.
and people who love America and the Constitution
Right.
running the levers of power, then yes, you would want Trump as
And
a
then he
figurehead.
danced with a marching
yes,
band.
perfect.
Yes.
I miss the days when he used to replace people. Like, he's so committed to this group. Like, the first round of him, he used to replace people all the time.
At the cabinet level, the
Right.
people were coming in and out. Now it's just everyday Americans getting replaced or just getting fired by the tens of thousands.
Wow,
So that's what you're rooting for? The
No,
days?
not that
But I
part.
think it's
You
a good,
really stepped
it's
in
a really
it
good
again,
point
Jodi.
because he basically got rid of all the people who would have said no.
Right.
There aren't. Who's he going to fire now? They all say yes.
Well, he was firing people, but also a lot of people that were quitting. There were a lot of
That's
people
true,
that just
that's
left
true,
in the
that's
first
true, that's
administration too, once they realized that they were not able to impart any
Right.
wisdom or good
Right.
information.
Right. the kid from the Twilight Zone episode had taken over.
Exactly.
He hasn't fired people, but he has gotten the equivalent is not getting certain people through Matt Gaetz, whatever, through Congress. Like it's the one place where he
God, can you believe Matt Gaetz didn't get through? Now it seems like, of course he would.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah.
I guess they personally
Right.
hated him.
They did.
but-
I think Congress personally
Yeah.
hated Matt Gaetz, and that's why.
I forgot about Matt Gaetz. Sometimes there are characters that just pop up again, and you
Right.
forgot about them
Not
and how
attorney,
icky
the original
they are.
Attorney General nominee.
Yeah.
Insane. I don't know that Gaetz would have rolled over exactly as easily as Pam Bondi rolls over. Like Pam Bondi understands she's literally there to be his lapdog. Gaetz on occasion has shown an independent streak when he's not hopping out of a car at midnight to tell President Trump what various files are out on him.
This feels like a very special episode where we're all like
Remember.
reflecting, and there'd
Right,
be
the
like
memories,
a pool of
a montage.
like just.
Do you remember episode 305 when Matt Gaetz came on? So here is this is ABC News questioning his travel and what's he doing with I believe it's Scott Bessent, and it goes sideways like all conversations with Scott Bessent when he's not going to fucking punch you in the face. This is what happens.
China has been boycotting American soybeans, and American farmers have really suffered. Do you see a real light at the end of the tunnel there? They may allow soybeans again?
Well, Martha, in case you don't know it, I'm actually a soybean farmer, so I have felt this pain too.
From the waist down, he's wearing Levi's.
No, from the waist down, it's just a pole with a mannequin's body shoved into it.
What is Scott Bessent's net worth? Does anybody know?
He's a couple $100 million, if not more.
And what is his main occupation?
He's an investor. He's an
Soybean
investment.
farmer.
Soybean farmer.
He puts the soybeans in the
ground?
soybean bin, and then he takes them to the soybean truck
And drives it to China.
in his overalls, drives it to China,
He said,
and now he's hurt.
Yeah, he's hurting. It's rough because of this. But the real answer, he said, was, well, normally I'm wearing overalls, Martha.
It's so insulting. I mean, I know he's invested.
So here's the truth of the situation is he owns, he is an investor, he's a landlord. He and several other investors own a significant amount of acreage that is dedicated to soybean production.
In that way, my landlord writes for this show.
Exactly. So it's not far away from it because he then gets it's a profit sharing, revenue sharing off of the land that he rents to these farmers, and some are small and some are big. But the point is, it's feudalism, is what it fucking is. Mm-hmm. The noble is letting the peasants, pay him
The serfs.
to work his land, and that's what it is. And it literally is that he made $1 million last year off of passive $1 million off of this this arrangement, and so but then therefore it's like, yeah, I'm a farmer. It's like getting wings on the United Airlines and saying I'm the pilot.
It is rather insulting.
Bessent was on ABC to talk about the president's travels.
Yeah.
And specifically, I guess they have a deal with China, the long-awaited deal with China.
They have a framework for a deal, is
We
what
have a
they
concept
announced.
for a
They have a
framework
concept
for
for
a
the
deal.
framework of a deal. Yeah.
Trump has become obsessed with rare earth, as he calls them, rare earth.
Rare
we
earth,
need
yeah.
rare earth. Rare earth minerals, which I guess are needed in a lot of
Semiconductors and high-tech stuff. And he's not wrong. I mean, yes, we need that stuff.
and that China has the lion's share of it. So that's what he's really been trying. So he's
Wasn't that one of his goals with Zelensky? Was there a rare earth?
They have rare earth
Yeah.
minerals too.
Yeah, he wanted. I think we would get half of them.
Yeah.
I
Something
think
like
half
was
of the
what
country. Half of the country.
Yeah, half of the rare earth.
So here is NBC News talking about the deal that I think they have in place.
We should know Scott Bessent says that he is a soybean farmer. His financial disclosure forms presented to the government upon entering the cabinet shows that he owns soybean land across the Midwest, and as part of a revenue sharing agreement from rent that folks pay to farm on that land, that he has acquired at least $1 million worth of revenue here.
Also, the farmers will agree when needed to call to arms against the invading armies as part of their deal for the land. So that's good.
Great.
The fact of the matter is, no one was covering his trip because of Bessent's claim to be a soybean farmer. Everyone wanted to talk more about that.
People are getting fatigued with the amount of information
Yeah.
that's happening and how we all have to do a fast track class on rare earth or
Soybean farming?
soybean farming.
Right. This is why we elect people, so we don't have to think
Right.
about any of this.
We used to watch a Shonda Rhimes show and be like, that's so unrealistic. So much is happening in one episode. And now you watch Scandal and you're like, oh, come on, guys.
Pick up the pace.
Pick up the pace. Nothing's happening.
Yeah, we know that already.
Where's the CD and E plot?
Yeah, it is bizarre.
But it all goes back to what's his face, Bannon, just saying, just keep throwing shit. Just keep throwing shit.
Speaking of which, right on
Yeah,
cue,
I mean-
Michael.
Well, he's going to get a third term. So Trump 28. Trump is going to be president in 28, and people just ought to get accommodated with that.
So what about the 22nd Amendment?
There's many different alternatives. At the appropriate time, we'll lay out what the plan is. He's a vehicle of divine providence. He's an instrument. He's very imperfect. He's not churchy, not particularly religious, but he's an instrument of divine will.
But all of us know, if you follow this at all, that is what they've been saying about him for 10 years.
Correct.
Right.
An instrument of divine providence.
Yeah.
I mean, what?
Yeah. And he's imperfect because man is imperfect, right?
That's right. He's a perfect avatar of humanity in his imperfections, in his flaws. And aren't we grateful that this man,
That God has given us this.
God has given us this flawed, perfect man as an instrument of divine providence.
He's not churchy.
He's
The
not
good news
churchy.
is he's not
Yeah.
churchy.
But he's doing all
Can I
the
say
right
something,
things.
Jill? Doesn't even go to church.
No. But look what he's doing. He's doing all the things God would have us do. He's
Yeah.
denying food benefits to hungry people.
Yes.
He's blowing up boats.
Of potentially innocent people.
But
we don't know.
But also, Jim, potentially guilty people.
Correct, true, that's true.
It's a real Schrodinger's guilt there.
I can't. How long has he been in office? 10 months?
100 years.
500 years, yeah.
Yeah.
So we need 3 years, 2 more months, plus 4 more years?
That's what God wants. That's
no.
what God wants.
Yeah.
That's what they're saying?
Yeah. That's what
So
Steve Bannon's saying.
7 years, 2 months more.
No, Jodi, your math is all wrong. Because if he does another, if for some reason he does another term, then that's the end. There are no more terms. There's no time without him until he dies at that point.
I see. You're saying if he gets that other term, then that goes
Once
out the
there's
window.
no term limit, there's
Yeah,
no
then
term
then
limit.
we're done.
Yeah.
Then we're just done. Then
Once
it is
there's
King
no,
Donald.
say, I don't know, you were to, not that this has ever happened, but demolish the East Wing.
Right.
There will not be another East Wing. Is that what you guys are saying?
Close.
Okay.
Close.
This story is obviously ricocheting around, and I also wonder, do they get together? Is there talking point?
You understand, this is how the right-wing propaganda machine works. It's like you talk to somebody extreme.
Right.
They say something extreme.
Right.
And then that gets filtered down through Fox News, Newsmax, OAN, blah, blah, blah. They put their spin on it, and they say so-and-so is saying X, Y, and Z. Do you agree with X, Y, and Z? And then somebody in a responsible, quote-unquote, position will say, well, it's an interesting point, and we're going to have to take a look at it.
Right.
Obviously, the 22nd Amendment has certain provisions, but I think he's raising an interesting point. There may be things that we can look at and do. And then this is how this shit gets sane-washed.
Here, listen to this.
Steve Bannon said in a recent interview that there could be plans for you to be able to run and potentially win a third term in 2028. Is that something you'd be willing to challenge the court to be
Well,
able to
I haven't really thought about it. We have some very good people, as you know. But I have the best poll numbers I've ever had. I mean, I just solved 8 wars and a 9th is coming.
I like watching Marco Rubio's eyes blinking. He's sending us a message. We just can't decode it. We need to be able to...
No, the message is, I love this. This is perfect.
I think the
don't think
message
he
is,
does.
if he's talking about a third term, that means I don't get to be president in 2028. That's what I think he's
He
saying.
does bring up Marco Rubio in part of this interview where he says, well, we do have other great people, J.D. Vance.
Right.
And Marco Rubio could be J.D. Vance's vice president.
Oh, he said that?
He didn't say which one was which.
That's funny.
So
you know
now,
why? Do you know why?
Yeah.
Here we go.
One theory on how you might try to serve a third term is that you could run as the vice president.
Yeah, I'd be allowed to do that. No, you'd be allowed to do that, but I wouldn't do that. I think it's too cute. Yeah, I would rule that out because it's too cute. I think the people wouldn't like that. It's too cute.
My people wouldn't like that.
No, they just want me to be president, so I'm just going to be president.
It is what Vladimir Putin did.
Yes.
That's
if
true.
you consider him cute,
That's true.
then it is very cute.
Yeah.
The fact that he frames this as so cute, and back to the sane washing that's constantly happening. It's not sane washing. It's insane washing. Like, for him to talk about possibly being the vice president, and he could think of it, and everyone talking about these loopholes. It's too much. Like, there are constant conversations in this direction. And soon we're going to be looking at we'll be in a ballot box.
Right. Do you want to overturn the 22nd Amendment? Yes, no?
I don't think it's going to come to that.
Do you think it's going to be more just...
They're not going to deal with the Constitution. I mean, I personally don't think he's going to run in 2028. I think there's enough people who don't want that to happen that will prevent it from happening. But I'm wrong about everything.
No, that's not true.
I'm wrong about most things.
No, that's not true.
I wanted you to be a part of this podcast.
I love that he started that, though, with, first of all, what is a reporter doing? Let's not do that. Let's not be like, what about if you ran as vice president? But the first thing he said is, I'd be allowed to do that, but...
Well, that's...
and no, like that's where that conversation should end. Oh, wait, no, you wouldn't. No, that's not allowed. That's not a thing. It's very much prohibited by the Constitution.
It's the
vice president
Maxwell
has
thing. I'd be allowed to partner, but I'm not going to.
I mean, he hadn't even thought about it. If the people want him to run for a fourth term, then, he's got to do it. He's got to do it for the people.
He does do most things for the people.
His people, my people. Here's a little more, he really went hog wild on the Air Force One.
They have Jasmine Crockett, a low IQ person. They have AOC's low IQ. You give her an IQ test, have her pass like the exams that I decided to take when I was at Walter Reed. Those are very hard, they're really aptitude tests, I guess, in a certain way, but they're cognitive tests. Let AOC go against Trump. Let Jasmine go against Trump. I don't think Jasmine... The first couple of questions are easy, a tiger, an elephant, a giraffe, When you get up to about 5 or 6, and then when you get up to 10 and 20 and 25, they couldn't come close to answering any of those questions.
Is it identifying them, or is it memorizing them?
No, I think it's literally identifying them.
Yes.
Oh, well, then he's right. They're very easy questions.
What's common in these sorts of tests is they'll say a long sentence to you.
Yeah.
And then they have other parts of the exam that'll happen. And then they'll ask you a couple of questions about the long sentence.
Right.
Which, even based on some of these, these conversations, these questions that he has, it's clear sometimes he can't remember stuff.
You could not be more wrong. He's a master of the weave.
Oh, okay.
When long sentences happen, and then you talk about something else, and then you go back to the first sentence... He always knows. He's always sharp as a tack.
Whoever came up with the weave is a genius.
Yeah,
I think it was his hair transplanter.
No, the questions are like, we're giving you 3 numbers. Can you say back those 3 numbers?
Yeah, and then he goes, yes, 3 numbers.
This is man, woman, camera.
Yeah, it's the same thing,
TV.
right?
Yeah, it's that test.
By the way, I've heard that phrase, the man, woman, camera, TV person.
Yeah.
1,000 times.
Yeah.
I've never memorized it. I don't know what the order of those words are.
The order of it?
I may have.
They're images that you have to put in order, or is it the words?
See, you don't know either.
I
You couldn't pass this test.
I couldn't.
You're a low
AOC,
IQ.
Jasmine Crockett. Yeah,
We're
you,
all
Michael
low
Black.
IQ individuals.
Oh, my God. I never knew.
Everybody knows this, but it's probably worth stating. Anytime he mentions low IQ, he's talking about a minority or a woman, and in particular, a minority woman.
Yeah.
And thank God somebody has the courage to say it. Now, we have had Jasmine Crockett on our TV
We
show
love Jasmine
twice.
Crockett. She's not low IQ.
She's one of the smarter guests I feel like we've had.
I'd call her high IQ.
Yeah, I'd call her high IQ.
Definitely.
Even without having her identify animals, you would call her a high?
No, I held up a picture of a giraffe.
Oh, okay.
And she knew what it was? Oh, wow. I had no idea.
Lickety-split.
Lickety-split. So he went to Walter Reed Hospital, military hospital, and had a series of tests. I'll just let him describe.
Did you get an MRI? Can you tell us what
I
that
did.
was?
I got an MRI. It was perfect. Yep. I mean, I gave you the full results. We had an MRI, and in the machine, the whole thing, and it was perfect. Yeah.
Can you say what in particular they were?
You could ask the doctors. In fact, we have doctors traveling with us, but I think they gave you a very conclusive. Nobody has ever given you reports like I gave you, but the doctor said some of the best reports for the age, some of the best reports they've ever seen.
They gave me a sticker when I walked out. I was a very good boy. It says so on the sticker. It says I was very brave.
The best part was the qualification for the age, because you know that they said that. You know that they said that. So he's going to repeat it's perfect. I mean, for a 79-year-old guy who's dying, it's really, really good.
They say I have the bones of a much younger man.
Why do we think he got an MRI?
I don't know.
Why do people get MRIs?
I don't know.
It's
Jill,
Jill, you're a doctor.
Yeah.
I am a doctor.
Yeah.
I've had one MRI.
And?
He doesn't have those parts.
Yeah.
So that's what I know about him.
Yeah, sure.
So it goes on your brain? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Mine was perfect.
Yeah.
I
heard that
for the age or just in general.
Yours was
just in general.
Wow.
Everyone clapped when I walked out of the MRI. They do let you pick the music. I know that part.
What did you pick?
I asked for a podcast, and they looked at me like I had lost my mind.
Yeah.
No one had ever asked for a podcast
Sure.
for the MRI
Sure.
before.
Sure.
This one, I asked for this one.
Wow. I was waiting for you to say it, and thank you.
I would, really? Well.
Our podcast.
I'd go with the Daily, maybe. I'd go with the Daily.
Our podcast is hugely popular for MRIs.
In closing, Michael, you feel you've been having to defend Trump this
Not having to,
time.
wanting to.
But why? But as we wrap up,
Out of
tell
fairness, because dancing with the dudes, that's a normal president thing. Going to Asia, that's a normal president thing.
How low is the bar that you're like,
going to Asia is a normal president thing. That's
Getting
a
on a
thing
plane,
president.
that's
Getting
a
on
normal
talking
president.
to reporters, that's a normal thing.
Yeah.
What he said, batshit crazy, but he was doing some normal things. And we should point it out when he's behaving sort of normally.
Getting an MRI, pretty normal.
a perfect
normal.
one, a perfect
Millions
MRI.
of MRIs every year.
I guess I feel like, there's a lot to shit on the guy for, but doing the double dick dance, that's charming. We love that.
No. Maids milking.
Maids of milking. I apologize. Maids of milking dance. Even more charming. Thanks, guys. Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Jodi. Thanks for joining us, Jill Twiss.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you all of you for watching and listening to Have I Got News for Your Ears. But stick around. We got a game. I'm going to talk to an audience member.
Yeah.
And those have been really fun lately.
They have, yeah.
Yeah, they've been really fun. It is now that time where I play a Have I Got News for You game with an audience member here on Have I Got News for Your Ears. Joining me today is Molly. Hello, Molly.
Hi.
Where are we visiting you?
On the Upper West Side of Manhattan.
Fancy. So fancy.
Yes, I'm very fancy.
How often do you run into the gang from Seinfeld? Probably every day, I would imagine.
Constantly. And they're outside my door right now.
Right now?
Yeah, I'm like, guys, leave me alone. I'm busy.
How long have you lived in Upper West Side? Are you from the area?
I'm from Long Island, and I've been on the Upper West Side for almost 13 years.
We selected you from our audience. What brought you to Have I Got News for You to begin with?
I watch every week. My husband and I like to watch. We like to watch it on Mondays when we eat lunch while we both work from home. Yeah, it's sort of our routine. And we're fans. And I was watching and I realized, they taped this in New York. We should see if we can get tickets. And I just literally last week was watching and I just went on and put my name in the hat and here we are.
When you were growing up on Long Island, what were you dreaming of? What were you thinking you would like to do with your life?
I thought I would like to both be on TV and write for TV.
You are on TV right now. And
somebody's watching this on YouTube for sure.
Yes, and just by speaking, you are writing for TV.
That's true. And I did do that for 10 years. So I worked in local news, morning news.
Okay.
So I worked overnights for 10 years.
Oh, wow. That's a rough gig.
Yeah, it is. And then I said, I need to sleep at night, so I'm going to go.
All right. So This is Lie Curious, which is a game where I'm going to give you 3 facts about a well-known person, and you just have to find the one true fact in my sea of lies.
I'm ready to find the truth.
All right. Here are 3 facts about news anchor and VP debate moderator Norah O'Donnell. She sleeps in full makeup. Family car has a license plate that says bacon. Worked at a Blockbuster Video for 10 years. All of them seem plausible.
Seem reasonable.
Although,
yeah.
I haven't looked at the answer, so I don't know. Why don't we talk it through? Sleeps in
Right.
full makeup? That feels like the least plausible to me.
Except that when you work in news, you do have to be ready to go.
Okay. So right, she's
I'm
the
just
anchor.
saying.
I'm
Right.
enjoying your train of thought. She's the anchor
Right.
on that news program. If some news breaks, baby, you got to be there.
Oh.
All right, so we're going to keep that one on the table too.
Yeah, I kind of like it.
All right. Do you want to just go with it? Or do you
No,
want to talk them through?
I'm not ready yet. I'm
All
not
right.
confident. Let's talk about
Family car has a license plate that says bacon. I mean, that certainly could be
it. Anybody
true.
could.
Right.
Right.
All right, and then worked at a Blockbuster Video for 10 years. She's certainly the right age. She could have, but
I mean,
who
I
cares?
love a Blockbuster.
Everybody
Right.
loves a Blockbuster.
Right.
So that
Kind of like the first one.
okay. Molly believes that Norah O'Donnell sleeps in full makeup. I'm going to go on the record and say I think this was the least plausible. But
that's kind of why it's the most fun, right?
Definitely the most fun. No question about that. 100% the most fun. And on our show, we do like to go the one that we want to be true.
Right. And I think this would be the most interesting if it's true.
All right, let's see. Here's the answer. One of Norah O'Donnell's family cars has a license plate that says bacon. In an interview with New York Magazine, O'Donnell said, quote, "My family and I are kind of obsessed with bacon. We even have a license plate that says bacon on it. It might be getting out of hand." And apparently that was literally the craziest thing we could dig up on Norah O'Donnell. Hopefully soon we will find out she has a neck tattoo that says "fuck the police" or something like that.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's there. But we don't see it because she's always in makeup.
That's right. Full makeup that she sleeps in. I'm going to give you partial credit because I agree with you. I think she has to. Well, Molly, thank you so much for being a part of the podcast today. Please give my best to Kramer and the gang.
Yes, I will immediately after this.
Thanks for joining me on Have I Got News for Your Ears? I'm Michael Ian Black. I want to thank my guest, our Have I Got News for You writer all-star, Jill Twiss, and our Have I Got News for You fan, Molly, for playing our game today, along with my co-pilots, Jim Biederman, and, of course, Jodi Lennon. And last but not least, all of you, thanks for watching and or listening, and we will see you next week on a brand new episode. Have I Got News for Your Ears releases new episodes every Wednesday. Don't miss an episode. It means so much to all of us on the Have I Got News for Your Ears team that you listen, that you watch, or leave a comment, why don't you? And why don't you follow us on Apple, Amazon Music, or wherever you get your podcasts? And here's an idea, and this one's free. You can watch the Vodcast on Spotify or on the Have I Got News for You YouTube channel. And while you're there, follow us and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And when I said it was free, I meant that it was a free idea, not that the Vodcast is free. Of course it's free. Of course it's free. But you learn so much. You gain the world.